What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with the 27th volume of the CTC Lightning Round Review, where every Friday we take a look at 8 new products hitting grocery store shelves near you. And this time is a cleaning out the capsule edition. Sometimes we have a loose theme to each review, and this time is just an odds and ends. As we're shooting it, it's December 31st, and as you're watching it, it's the last day of January 31st. So let's just clear out everything. Clean slate going into February reviews. So we've got TGI Fridays Dragonfire Boneless Chicken Bites. We have Coldstone Creamery Sweet Chaos Birthday Cake Remix, like weird popcorn trail mixy stuff, something, I don't know. 2 different singles to go of Starburst. We've got cherry and all pink drink mix. Drake's Cookies and Cream Brownies. A Treat Pumpkin Cream Soda. We have Target Market Pantry Cereal Bowl Ice Cream. And Juicy Drop Gummy Candy Canes, which as you're watching on January 31st, you're like, well, what the hell am I going to do with that? Maybe they'll come back in 11 months. Maybe they won't. We'll see. But anyway, guys, as usual, Ryan and I are about to turn off the cameras. We're going to try all 8 products, and when we come back, we're going to rank everything in a Capsule Countdown for taste, so from worst to first. And also, all 8 products are going to get their own Gimmick Grade, so you know just how interesting all of these products are. So give us a couple minutes, and we'll be right back. And we're back, and coming in at last place, that's 8th, is the first of the singles to go Starburst drinks. This one is cherry. It was $1.69 at Giant Eagle. And look, I love the idea of 0 sugar drinkable individual packets of candy, as evidenced by the Skittles on a recent lightning round and now the Starburst here. These come in individually flavored packs instead of all coming together, but there is a lemon and blue raspberry that we won't be covering here on the channel, but hopefully I'll be able to add to my collection soon. But this particular product, I'm going to go ahead and give the Gimmick a pretty high score. I give the Gimmick a 7.5 out of 10 of drinkable Starburst, but unfortunately it doesn't taste really much like Starburst at all. It really needs sugar. Like both Skittles and Starburst, like, it's a novel idea to have a 0 sugar drink that just goes in 16 ounces of water, but it's tough to execute. And other than a couple flavors of the Skittles that were kind of borderline, I don't think it's really been done all that well. So while the Gimmick is a 7.5, the taste on this, 8th place on today's Capsule Countdown, and 3.5 out of 10. All right, and that brings us to 7th place. And all that I have to illustrate it are these weird tubes. So I know that I'm covering candy canes at the end of January, but like I said, we're clearing out the capsule here, and I did think that this was a pretty interesting one. So these little capsules are blue raspberry and watermelon flavored goo that you dunk your sour candy canes, your sour gummy candy canes into. So basically, you've got the sour goo that you're dunking the sour candy canes into. What it reminds me of is like the liquid lollipops that they used to sell, or I guess they still do, but they're just a little harder to find. The blue raspberry, pretty good. Watermelon, not very good. So it's kind of half and half. And I do tend to really like blue raspberry flavored stuff. So I am a little bit biased, but I thought the watermelon was just poor execution all around. And I thought the blue raspberry actually was pretty good execution all around. So a mixed bag here. Hopefully it does come up next holiday season. It was only $2 at Walmart. You cannot argue with the price. For the Gimmick, look, I'm going to give the Gimmick a 9 out of 10. That's why it's being covered on January 31st as a Christmas product. If I didn't really believe in this, I got this actually as a stocking stuffer from Rachel for Christmas. And I do really like it. So upgrade. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for the Gimmick Grade. But for the taste, not faring quite as well. Because I really like the blue raspberry, I am going to still give the taste a 4 out of 10. And if you get it, just go heavy on the blue raspberry and then just throw the watermelon in the trash or give it to somebody else and let them suffer through it, right?
Regift the stocking
right,
stuffer.
Exactly. All right, and we're going to just clear the deck of the Starburst singles to go. So here is the all pink. course, all pink is the strawberry flavor that they have repurposed into its own package at this point, since it is by far the most popular Starburst flavor. 5 calories per serving, but no sugar. So not bad at all from a healthy standpoint. Once again, $1.69 at Giant Eagle. And pretty good. I mean, as far as the gimmick goes, I'm sticking with a 7.5 for the all-pink Starburst singles to go. But for the taste, it needs the sugar, but I think it does a better job of capturing a distinctly Starburst flavor. Like, it didn't taste like anything else strawberry-oriented. Really, the closest thing you could compare it to would be Strawberry Starburst, which have a flavor all in and of themselves. So I'm going to give the gimmick a 7.5 out of 10, and the taste a 5 out of 10, and 6th place on today's Capsule Countdown. And that brings us to 5th. And 5th place is our last drink of the day, but our best performing drink of the day, a treat. You know that means I was in the Northeast. I got this at Landis supermarket for $1. It's pumpkin cream soda, and you gotta love that nice retro design that they have there. I just love A Treat's design, and because of that, I'm gonna give the gimmick an 8 out of 10. And for $1, high recommendation to go out and buy it if you're kind of in that Pennsylvania area and can find some A Treat at a grocery store near you. It smells like pumpkin and it tastes like cream soda, so they call it pumpkin cream. That's pretty much the story here. But neither are really rocking my world too awfully much, but still not a badly executed product. So I'm giving the gimmick an 8 out of 10, and I'm giving the taste 5.5 out of 10. Yeah. So
luckily, it wasn't too sweet.
It was definitely not. This is
good.
very drinkable. Yeah. I mean, you could drink it.
I'll
you
take
could.
It.
Yeah, sure. It. Why not? Well, you can literally drink it.
Yay!
All right, and coming in at 4th place, got this at Hy-Vee for $3.99. I had never heard of it. It is Coldstone Creamery Sweet Chaos, which is some kind of weird snack mix that's based off of the Coldstone Creamery ice cream flavors. The only one that they had there was Birthday Cake Remix. So this is kettle corn pretzel sticks, cookie bites with milk and white drizzles topped with rainbow sprinkles. So sounds pretty delicious, right?
It's like 50 things.
That is a very descriptive thing. Thank God it was written on the back of the package so I didn't have to commit it to memory. Look, $3.99. That is pretty steep. This is basically the contents of nearly the whole bag, minus the little bits that Ryan and I ate. It's fresh, but tasted weirdly a little bit stale.
Yeah, it's the popcorn.
It's the popcorn. Yeah, the popcorn is not top flight, but I like the cookies, and I especially like the rainbow sprinkles in there. That was great.
I'm gonna give it a nice crunch.
I'm giving the gimmick an 8.5 out of 10 because it's an ice cream as a snack mix. That doesn't make sense. Why would you do it? I like the name Sweet Chaos. I wish that there were more flavors of Sweet Chaos. I'm all about it. Taste. I'm still gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. 4th place on today's Capsule Countdown because it's really not bad. Just the popcorn weighing it down. All right, and that brings us to 3rd place, and it is all melted up, and I think you know what that means. So it is the cereal bowl ice cream from Target's Market Pantry brand, $3.89 only at Target. This is designed to taste like generic Cinnamon Toast Crunch and milk, but really to me it tastes more like a Snickerdoodle ice cream. Yeah. But pretty good. I mean, really nothing to complain about here, that's for sure. Market Pantry ice cream really does have a premium taste to it. You wouldn't know that it's a store brand. And I apologize for the meltiness here.
Some liquid.
But you can see chunks, and it looks more like cookie chunks than it looks like a cereal chunk to me. The flavor of the ice cream itself is cinnamon toast. So cinnamon toast flavored ice cream with bits of what's essentially Snickerdoodle cookies that are supposed to be Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but aren't. Gimmick of that, 8 out of 10. Yeah. I love it. Love the gimmick. Taste-wise, I also really do kind of love it. I'm going to go double 8 out of 10. Really strong outing for a 3rd place winner today on the Capsule Countdown.
Sometimes milk flavor taste, like on those cereal bars, can be gross. This was pretty good.
It can be, but it really was just like almost like a marshmallow layer that they kind of put in there. I think they kind of counted that, even though really the milk, I mean, ice cream is mostly milk, right?
You're right.
It's cream.
I guess I just worry whenever they put a milk flavor.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. But, well, even better executed flavor, speaking of cream, we've got the cookies and cream brownies. So Drake's, that was my childhood snack cake of choice because I did grow up in New England. Found these for $2.99 at Food Bazaar in New York.
Good name.
And it is a really, really solid product. So here's what we got. It's a layer of chocolate brownie with a layer of cream filling on top of it and then extra cookie pieces. So really, really tough to mess that up. And any chance that they get to not mess something up, Drake's tends to deliver. So really great job there. As far as the gimmick goes, a little bit standard, but still it's interesting enough that I felt that it deserved inclusion here. So I'll give the gimmick a 4.5 out of 10, but taste 8.5 all day. Easy to eat snack cake, really delicious. 300 calories, so you're really paying for it. I mean, it's one of the highest calories per square inch that we've seen, but really, really tasty. And something that I recommend getting if you're in the Northeast area and have Drake's cakes, which we don't down here in Texas, which is a bummer. What's that?
The brownie part is very dense, kind of like a little
Super
Debbie
dense.
brownie.
It's like a little Debbie brownie. I would say that
Denser,
it's
maybe.
even denser than a little Debbie brownie, and it's a little less moist than a little Debbie brownie. But it's close. It's very, very close. If you were to compare it to anything, it would be a little Debbie brownie, and I love little Debbie brownies, and everybody I know loves them. So why? I mean, that's just a great indicator of their quality. So, but it was great quality, but not number one. Number one actually goes to TGI Fridays limited edition Dragonfire boneless chicken bites. Yeah. So these are kind of chicken breast fritters with hot Dragonfire sriracha sauce, and it actually is pretty hot.
It is quite hot. It was a lingering spice.
Yeah, the thing with the sriracha flavored stuff is it could really go either way. Sometimes it just doesn't have that kick. This definitely does, and the more you eat, the more that it catches up with you. Really, really tasty. I'm all about the dragon-oriented stuff. That was Zach's prediction for the next trend in foods after the mermaids kind of subside. Obviously, the unicorns hopefully are still going to be sticking around too, but
They're going to need to invent more imaginary animals.
I know, but dragons, I mean, there's really not a lot of dragon stuff out yet. We did the Dragon's Treasure snack pack pudding, but really, this is an intimidating dragon. Like, this is a scary dragon. This is
like
big boy dragon.
Game of Thrones dragon. That's what
I've never seen Game of Thrones, but this certainly seems to be a package that they could have paid to say it's Game of Thrones, but chose not to. So, good for them. I mean, screw them, right? So I got it at H-E-B, and let's see, I paid $3.58 for it at H-E-B, which, you know, for a good meal, I mean, you could eat this box and be filled and have something that's pretty delicious. We made it in the microwave.
Yeah.
And it's still great. It was 3.5 minutes till dinner. I mean, you can't beat that. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, first place on today's Capsule Countdown, and I love the packaging, so I'm gonna give it a double 9 out of 10. Nice. Really happy with it.
I'm surprised you said it was sriracha. I didn't know that.
It is sriracha, but it's not overwhelmingly sriracha tasting, but that's how it's labeled.
Like a Chinese food, very spicy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it does. It tastes like it could be at a good quality Chinese buffet. Is really what it tastes like. So yeah, great job to TGI Fridays. They won the clearing out the capsule lightning round. And because we don't really have a theme today, let's talk about beerless beer. So we've got Coors Rocky Mountain Sparkling Water from 1990. Oh my goodness. That's right, it's carbonated water from Coors.
Really?
And it came in either these 6.5 ounce bottles, Came in original, which is just plain water. Came in lemon lime.
Huh.
And came in cherry.
Wow.
And Ryan, since you've got private glimpses of the capsule when we're here filming, you've seen these on display, that's for sure.
Yeah.
These are the 28 fluid ounce, also glass bottles that they also came in. So I have all 3 varieties of this, original cherry and lemon lime. Basically, it's everything about Coors besides the beer. So I know that sometimes when there's like natural disasters and stuff, they'll make stuff like this, but this was a mass marketed product in 1990 and apparently didn't go all that great for Coors, but I think it's a great idea, right? I mean, that sparkling water market, I know my mom has lived off of sparkling water my entire life and she never tried it, but I guess the Coors name is kind of a turnoff for non-alcoholic beverages. Yeah. And I think that's what it all boiled down to. But definitely something I'm very glad to have in my collection. Something super unique, some product that folks don't really remember or think about, and one that I think is really, really, really cool. So, have you guys ever heard of it?
Old English.
It looks like a bottle of Old English, and I mean, you know, it's got that hard glass and that like kind of blue hue to it. Just a well-designed product, and one that unfortunately didn't work out all that great for Coors at the time, but I think is really, really cool and something I'm proud to have in my collection. So. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Stay tuned on Tuesday for an all-new CTC review, and next Friday for 8 more new products and an all-new CTC lightning round. What are we going to find in January and bring to you in February? I don't know, but I have high hopes. So here's to a great 2020, and until next time, of course, I will miss you until I see you. Cheers.